Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting week of fantasy football right here on the Bread Channel. Let's welcome in former Loaf champion Evan Cruz. He's here to inspire some of you who are looking for some hope over these next few weeks. Ev?
Thanks, Tom. Thanks for having me. I gotta say, the champ life has been pretty good for me, you know?
That's good to hear. Unfortunately for Four Slices, their season is over and will now be sent to the meeting room.
The meeting room? Why is it called that?
Because those teams are now a waste of time and space.
Oof! Cut to the thing.
When I look at Tom's team, I think of a tomato. It looked really fresh when he first drafted, but after a few weeks, it got really moldy and rotten. Even if he tried to throw it away, it'd probably get bricked. I'm being told we're going to hear from Tom with some post-game remarks.
Hey, Tom. How do you feel about the 2020 season?
You know, it was a bad season. Not going to make any excuses about COVID, or the IR slap debacle the commissioner poorly mishandled, or the stupid trade I made with Landon mid-season. I'm not even sure how he managed to seduce me through text message, but passes are naturally slippery, so I guess that's on me.
Can you tell us what you're going to do next?
It's going to be a long off-season, Ed.
Damn. There is a response from someone who's never won a championship before. Ouch! Winner, Raul.
Leave it to Santi to be the third lowest scorer going into playoffs. With that type of luck, he should be able to find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Unfortunately, the loss dropped him down to the 8th seed. On top of that, he's been making some sus trades on the witching hour. Silly Santi. Tricks are for kids, and that was for a different brand. You'll never find Landon's Lucky Charms. His team is too magically delicious. Winner, Landon.
Entering the week, Mondo needed the win to clinch his spot in playoffs, and Minnesota's effort against Dallas sealed the deal. As for Maddie, they say it's always darkest before the dawn, and now having lost 3 straight weeks, I would say it's pretty dark in Maddie's world. Just weather the storm, Maddie. Winner, Mondo.
Back when Lon decided to be Babe Ruth and call his own shot for the title, I thought it could happen. The Kelsey-Kittle combo was crafty. However, Kittle's knee crumbled just like some cornbread. The shot called round the world quickly became a drinking game as the season passed by. Although Brandon rustled week in and week out, he did not have the supporting cast. There's always next year, Brandon. Winner, Lon.
Going into Monday night, JT was down by 47 points with his go-to guys being Tom Brady and Ronald Jones still left to play. It's not unheard of for 2 players to combine for 50 or more points, and the way Miguel's year has been, JT had a prime opportunity to spoil Miguel's season. But you blew it! You had it all and you blew it! Winner, Miguel.
In a clutch play, Caleb started quarterback Taysom Hill in the tight end slot and got 24 points. Yeah, not sure how ESPN let that one happen, but it was dangerously close to being the difference maker for Will. Without Hill, Caleb still would have won by 3-ish points, which has earned him this week's 3 claps. So, Will's team is garb, I suppose. Looks like it's time to switch on over from casuals and start playing ranked. Winner, Caleb.
Heading into the first round of playoffs, let's take a look at the teams are matching up.
Well, we can see Landon is back in the mix of things. There's no surprise there. He has a chance at Dynasty this year. However, I am surprised to see Caleb in there. Remember, everybody, he was 1-4 going into week 6. He could be this year's Cinderella story.
He sure could be, if the shoe fits. Let's take a look at the first half, first round matchups.
Wait, first half, first round matchups?
Yeah, next week will be the second half of the first round.
Ugh. I hate sequels.
First place Raul looks like Mad Max out for revenge on all his haters. Meanwhile, Santi's just here for the gasoline. Santi, you know, hope is a mistake. If you can't fix what's broken, you'll go insane trying. So let's make a deal. Deal is, Raul doesn't kill your team. I reckon you got a bargain, don't ya? Prediction, Raul.
At one point, Maddie was soaring high. She was 6-2 and reaching for the sky. However, somebody must have poisoned her water hole because she's lost 3 straight and is now flapping into playoffs. Check to see if there's a snake in your boot because you're not flying, you're falling with style. Prediction, Miguel.
At first, Caleb's season was like, whoa! And then it was like, whoa! And now it's all whoa. When the season gets you down, you know what you gotta do? Just keep swimming, and just keep swimming, Caleb did. You so totally rock, Squirt! Will, on the other hand, is trying to better himself as a person, since fantasy tends to bring out the worst in him. You are a nice Will, not a mindless fantasy machine. If you are to change this image, you must change yourself. Caleb is your friend, not a first-round buy. Prediction, Caleb.
Having won the past 2 weeks, Landon's going into the playoffs hotter than the goblet of fire. Mondo enters, also having won last week. However, doubt has been casted over his team as Adam Thielen has been ruled out. Mondo, when in doubt, go to the library. In this case, the waivers, since Amari Cooper was left on the bench. Unfortunately, time does not slow down when something unpleasant is ahead. Prediction, Landon.
I'm not sure if your Sundays are free now, but just know they are slightly less stressful now that you have accepted defeat. I will say, football just doesn't have that oomph factor without the stress. Unless you're a Cowboys fan, in which case you probably have more heart problems than I do. You're probably asking yourself, is he going to mention anything about the matchup? And that answer is no. Prediction, Brandon.
When I look at both of these teams, I imagine a montage of some main character in a movie who's working on a project, but he can't seem to get it right. So they crumble up the paper, toss it over their shoulder, and start all over again. Lon and Tom's teams are those crumpled up pieces of paper. Trash. Prediction, does it really matter?
Well, Ev, I gotta say, it was a lot of fun having you here. Happy to be part of your fantasy wisdom.
Thanks, Tom. I had a great time being here. And I gotta say, it feels good to still be champ.
Correction. Ev, we already had a transition of power. You are not the champ.
Only if the Electoral College votes me out. Catchphrase, sign off.